Hey everyone, welcome back to the film Frontline. I am beyond obsessed with today's topic because we are finally talking about the reunion we've all been waiting for. When it comes to Hollywood power duos, nobody, and I mean nobody, does it like Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. These two have been the ultimate blueprint for creative partnership since Good Will Hunting, and they are back in the spotlight with their latest Netflix collaboration, The Rip. Now, if you've been following the industry buzz, you know that when these two get together under their artists' equity banner, we aren't just getting a movie, we're getting a statement. But does The Rip actually deliver that high stakes, prestige thriller energy we've been craving? Or is it just riding on the coattails of nostalgia? Grab your iced coffee and get comfortable because we are diving deep into everything you need to know about this gritty crime drama. Let's set the stage. The Rip is not your typical flashy action flick. It's a moody, atmospheric crime thriller that feels like a throwback to those heavy-hitting 90s dramas, but with a sleek, modern edge. The plot centers on a group of lifelong friends, played by our favorite duo, who find themselves caught in a web of corruption and high-stakes theft. But here's the kicker. It's not just about the heist or the job. It's a character study on loyalty, the weight of the past, and what happens when your ride or die becomes a liability. The chemistry between Damon and Affleck is predictably the heartbeat of this entire film. There is a shorthand between them that you just cannot fake. In The Rip, they play characters who have clearly been through the ringer together, and you feel that history in every frame. Matt Damon brings that grounded, internal intensity we know he masters, while Ben Affleck leans into a more weathered, perhaps slightly more volatile persona. It's a dynamic that keeps you on your toes because despite their bond, there is an underlying tension that suggests things could go south at any second. What's really interesting about the narrative structure here is how it avoids the typical fast-paced tropes of the genre. Instead of rushing from one explosion to the next, the film takes its time. It's a slow burn in the best way possible. It allows the audience to sit with the consequences of the characters' choices. We're seeing a shift in how Netflix is handling its prestige content. They are moving away from the content for the sake of content vibe and leaning into films that actually have something to say about the human condition, even within a crime setting. Let's talk about the aesthetic and the vibe of the film. The cinematography is absolutely gorgeous in a very raw, desaturated way. It captures that gritty, urban landscape that feels lived in and authentic. There are no glossy, overproduced sets here. Everything feels heavy and real. This choice really amplifies the stakes. When things go wrong, it doesn't feel like a movie stunt, it feels like a tragedy. Now, I want to get into some of the deeper layers here because The Rip is packed with themes that are ripe for theory crafting. There is a lot of subtext regarding the American dream and how it's often built on a foundation of compromise. These characters aren't bad guys in the traditional sense. They are men who have been pushed to the margins and are trying to claw their way back to a life they think they deserve. It raises a massive question. How far would you go to protect the people you love, even if it means losing yourself in the process? Fans are already speculating about the ending and what it means for a potential sequel or a shared universe within the artist's equity slate. While I won't give away the spoilers just yet, I will say that the conclusion is polarizing. It's not wrapped up in a neat little bow, which I personally love. It leaves you thinking, which is exactly what a good thriller should do. It challenges the hero narrative and forces us to look at the gray areas of morality. It's time for my film frontline opinion. Honestly, I am living for this era of Damon and Affleck. There is something so boss about them taking control of their own narratives through their production company and choosing projects that feel personal rather than just chasing a paycheck. The Rip feels like a passion project. Is it perfect? No, there are moments where the pacing might feel a bit too stagnant for those who want a Bourne-style adrenaline rush, but if you go into this looking for a deep, emotional, and gritty exploration of brotherhood, you are going to be obsessed. The pros are definitely the performances and the atmospheric directing. The cons really just boil down to whether or not you have the patience for a slow-burning character study. If you're looking for TikTok speed storytelling, this isn't it. But if you want to see two masters of their craft doing what they do best, The Rip is a must-watch. It's sophisticated, it's moody, and it proves that these two still have the magic touch. I want to hear from you guys. Do you think the Damon Affleck partnership is the greatest in Hollywood history, or are you waiting for them to try something completely different? Also, did the ending of The Rip leave you satisfied, or were you screaming at your TV? Drop your theories and your takes in the comments below. I'll be hanging out there to see what you all think. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the Film Frontline for your daily dose of all things movies and entertainment. We are building the ultimate community for film lovers, and I don't want you to miss a single update. Until next time, stay obsessed.